What's happening, everybody? It's Sean with Reactions to the Classics. Today we got a reaction to Hayden and his song The Place Where We Live versus Luke Doucet and his song Brother. Brought to us by a friend, longtime supporter on Patreon channel, Dolphin Thorndike. Thank you, DT. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the patrons who make this thing go. If you'd like to support us in any way, check out that Patreon link below or the Patreon link on the Instagram. We could not do it without the patrons. All right, DT is dubbing this a Battle of the Canadians, as you see below. First up, we got Hayden, The Place Where We Lived, off the album of the same name in 2009, his sixth. I don't know, I've never even heard of either one of these two, so a little background on him. He is a Canadian singer-songwriter from Ontario. His early works are largely eclectic mix of genres, from grunge to alt country, as demonstrated by his first full album, Everything I Long For, which was released in 1995. So this album's 14 years later. Since then, his work has become progressively more refined. Kind of the way his career came about. He released an independent cassette. Nowadays, you just put it on streaming, right? In September 1994, and followed with the album Everything I Long For in 95. Released on his own Hardwood Records, with distribution by Sonic Union. The album was a commercial success. I found this interesting because this guy's never hit it big, but he subsequently found himself in a bidding war between record labels in the US, with one offer coming directly from Neil Young, whose manager, Elliot Roberts, had just launched Vapor Records. He ultimately signed a Geffen Records subsidiary imprint, Outpost Recordings, which gave him a contract worth over $1 million. So that's why I'm kind of sharing this. I don't usually share all the research, obviously, that I do, but I just want to know who these people are. But I thought, you don't hardly ever see that for an unknown artist, $1 million out of the gate, especially back then, along with complete creative control of his music. Listen, you never see that with newbies. What was widely reported as one of the most lucrative contracts ever given to a new artist in the alternative rock era. After his second album, Outpost, dissolved his record label, and he was left without a label, and then he kind of just did his own stuff. That sidetracked him for years. He did release an album. He's just been releasing them on his own back in 2023. So that is Hayden's stuff. I'm going to have the lyrics up as always. Thanks again, DT.
This was a home as good as we could have known. The snow would fall all day long. The birds in the trees, they sang their song. To the deer out back who were never alone. This was the place we once called our home. This was the place we once called our home. This was the road, tunnel by trees that led us home. Up and down hills cut out of stone, lit up on both sides with eyes that glow. It was alright, 'cause we took it slow. On the way to the place we once called our own. And these are some lines I was meaning to write, but I ran out of time. Late last year, when you weren't by my side. So say them now, 'cause I can make them mine. You're all that I needed to lived our lives. In the place where we once lived our lives.
The place where we lived. Wow. What a fantastically written song. The arrangement was perfect. Right? The arrangement was perfect just to let Hayden and his voice and his words to us go through. So he's reflecting on the home, whether it's a physical home or just, collectively you build a home where you were. But this was a home as good as we could have known. The snow would fall all day long. The birds in the trees, they sang their songs. This deer out back who were never alone. This was a place we call our home. So he's building this picturesque environment, right? Which is kind of what the album cover is. I mean, there's not a house in it, and he's talking about the road and all that stuff and wood up on both sides, the weight of the place we once called our home. Then we find out what happened. They're obviously not together anymore, but she could have died or they could have split up. But we find out in the last chorus. These are some lines I was meaning to write, but I ran out of time. Late last year when you weren't by my side. So say them now because I can make them mine. You're all that I needed to make it by the place where we once lived our life. I mean, this song's fantastic, man. It's just really, really good. Next up, as you see below, we got Luke Doucet and his song Brother from the album Broken and in parentheses and Other Rogue Stories in 2005, his second studio album. He's a Canadian singer-songwriter. We already knew that's a battle of Canadian artists and guitarists. He's written and performed as a solo artist and is a member of the indie rock band Veal and folk rock band Whitehorse. In 2005, he released this album, a breakup album. He's focused on the heartbreak of a failed relationship. It was nominated for a Juno in 2006 for Adult Alternative Album of the Year. So his discography is pretty vast. He has 4 solo albums, 3 with Veal, and 4 with Whitehorse, which he's doing now. But that is with his wife. They are Whitehorse. So this is the first track on the album.
They are circling.
right, another excellent track. I mean, this basically both have that alt country feel to it. This one had a stronger arrangement to it because I think on Hayden's, he's being more melancholy, looking back in the sadness. Luke is more concerned for this guy, but the same type of theme, right? He's concerned for this guy that may be homeless or just a guy who's kind of went off the rails, who's way down on his luck. And he mentions all these things throughout the song. Very well written as well. It absolutely plays out cinematically in your head, just like Hayden's song. So this is a fantastic battle of two artists. I have no idea who they were. So, I mean, really, really well done. And I honestly don't think there's a wrong answer here. There isn't. I've got to pick one. So I'm going to go with Hayden, The Place Where We Lived. But, I mean, basically because I have to pick one because they're both fantastically done. But we're going to go with Hayden on this one. But let me know what you think down below. And if you know these artists, let me know what else I should check out from them. Thanks again to Dolphin Thorndike for bringing this battle and all the great battles he brings every month. And until next time, guys, I will see you.